Graphic design is basically just controlled chaos. But here's the secret. Without alignment, it is just chaos. Alignment is the unsung hero of graphic design. It's not flashy, it doesn't scream for attention, but it is the principle that makes your design feel intentional, balanced, and professional. So today we're going a little deeper than just left, center, and right. We are going to talk about why alignment matters on a philosophical level and how it could help transform your work from amateur to polished. So without further ado, let's dive in. Think about alignment as the gravity for your design work. It holds everything together. When everything aligns, the brain feels calm. And when they don't, your brain starts twitching. It is kind of like when you see a crooked painting on a wall and you can't help yourself but fix it. Alignment is the thing that says these things belong together. It is not just lining things up on a grid because it told you. It is about creating and forming relationships between your elements. It gives them a sense of belonging to each other. So there are 4 basic types of alignment: left, center, right, and justified. Left alignment, it is classic and easy to read. It is efficient and clean. Center alignment, great for titles, formal invites, and anything needing a bit of symmetry. Right alignment, it is edgy, modern, kind of more unexpected. It works well in small creative doses. And justified alignment, it makes everything look like a perfect rectangle, but it can leave those awkward rivers of white space around your text, which personally I'm not a fan of. Some designers love it. So how about we talk about why alignment works? Why do we even like alignment? And why does our brain freak out when things are misaligned? It comes back to human psychology. We as humans, we look for order in everything. That is how we're able to process information faster. Alignment gives our eye a pathway and a rhythm. You can think of it like choreography. If everyone is on stage dancing in sync, it is very satisfying. And if you see one dancer that's a little offbeat, then it becomes distracting. It's like you can't stop looking and you can't unsee it. And that is exactly what misalignment feels like when it comes to design. So let's take a quick look at how alignment works in real time. Here we have a text block of left, centered, and right aligned type. Spend a moment and take a look at it and see how it feels to you. Which one feels natural? Which one doesn't? These are the kind of questions that we have to ask ourselves as designers. The next thing we often get to do as designers is align text with logos. If you align your logos or your icons with supporting text, that gives the viewer context. The relationship between them is clear instantly. So here we have a chaotic body of text. The next thing we're going to do is apply a grid system to it. And let me know how that makes you feel. Can you actually see how it pulls things together? Okay, and the next thing we have to talk about is white space. Alignment isn't just edges. It is spacing. It is equal padding. It makes your work look professional and polished. And while we're at it, let's look at a few examples now. Do you see how the grid gives structure to the magazine? Or how a website feels more trustworthy just because everything lines up? Alignment isn't something that's glamorous, but it is everywhere. It separates what is designed versus what's thrown together. And here's the bigger picture. Alignment is about respect. It is respect for your viewer's time. It is about making the experience smoother. Respect for the content. You are trying to show it and it deserves clarity. Alignment teaches us that design isn't just random. More often than not, it is very intentional. And when you align things, you're literally aligning your work with purpose. Here is how I use alignment in practice. First, start with a grid and place the text consistently. Align images to the same edges. And this is the most important step. Make sure all your spacing is even. And suddenly, your design goes from messy to professional. And this is all without changing a single color or font. This is the simple, quiet power of alignment. Okay, so here's the takeaway here. Alignment isn't something that screams for attention, but it does whisper professionalism. It makes design feel deliberate. Next time that you're designing, ask yourself if your elements are aligned, or are you making the audience do extra work? Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope this gave you a new perspective on alignment. hit the like button and subscribe for more design deep dives because I make videos just like this every single week. And tell me in the comments, what is your biggest alignment pet peeve? That's all I have for you for now. See you next time. Bye-bye.